Hey everyone, welcome back to Bleach Brave Souls. And guys, the epic raids have been out for a few days now, so I figured it was time for me to do a video talking about the mechanics of the fight on the hardest difficulty, the ultimate mode. And before we do that, let me tell you that you don't have to do the ultimate mode. If you want to just grind easy mode or medium mode, go ahead and do that. You can still get enough medals to buy the pet, buy the little Fishbone D guy, buy whatever other things you want in the medal exchange. This raid is going to be out for about 2 months, so don't force yourself to do ultimate if you're not ready. Practice on easy, practice on medium first. But when you're ready to do the ultimate raid, I got some tips for you. I'm going to try to explain the mechanics of the fight to the best of my ability. And before we get into that, guys, let me just recommend that if you're going with a group, try to get your guild members to go with you, because you'll get more rewards for going with guild members. And also try to use the bonus characters they suggest, because if you have 4 bonus characters in a ultimate raid room, you'll get 3 times the medals, 3 times the currency that you need to buy all the stuff. So it'll just be faster, you'll do more damage. It should be easier if you use bonus characters, but you know, it can be done without bonus characters as well. It's just not as efficient. One general tip I recommend if you're struggling a little bit is to go into your settings and go into the options right here and turn off the co-op epic raid graphics effects. Turn it down to minimum. That way you can see the boss's attacks more clearly. There won't be as much, strong attack, like flashy graphics going on, and you'll be able to tell what's happening, relatively easy. All right, so let's get into it right away, guys. I know I've talked a lot already, but let's go over the mechanics of the fight. Alright, here we are in the co-op lobby with my guild. Thanks to them for helping me out with this video. Now, before we go into it, who should you use? Use a bonus character, first and foremost. If you don't have a bonus character, use a boost character. And if you don't have a boost character, use a healer. If you have none of those, just bring any high normal attack damage character. Anyone who does a lot of normal attack damage or has killer ability or anything like that, bring them. Beginner tips. Use a last-ditch survival link in case you die. If you have a last-ditch survival, it'll help you out while you're learning the fight. Once you get good enough where you don't need it, you can take it off and substitute in more damage. Also, I don't recommend beginners use a bait or pill accessory, because that'll lower your hit points. And you're going to need a couple of hit points, because you're probably going to take some hits here and there, some chip damage. Finally, set up for plus attack accessories and normal attack damage links if you can. NAD is easier to run in these epic raids, at least at the beginning. So that's all the tips. Let's see phase 1. Here we go, guys. Fishbone D. Okay, the Fishbone D fight has 3 phases. In each phase, he does slightly different stuff, so I'll try to explain it to the best of my ability. The first thing he's going to do is drop these red circles. Now, you're going to want to dodge these in a circular motion. Go around the boss, play Ring Around the Rosie, and you should be just fine. Stay at medium distance. And if you're having trouble, don't even try to attack while he's doing these circles. When you get better, when you get smoother at dodging the circles, then you can, kind of hit and run. But for now, while you're learning the fight, just focus on the dodging. Now, this circular dodging method sometimes works, but sometimes it gets messed up. So be prepared to react. If it doesn't work out smoothly, you might have to dodge in a random direction. So just be on your toes, guys. But it should be pretty easy to survive this phase without taking too much damage. Now, the second phase, this one's important, guys. When you see he's ready to do the circular crunch, you have to run away from the boss. This is an instant kill mechanic, so you have to be away from the boss to the area you see on the screen here. The blue circle is the limit of the attack. So once you're in this, outside that blue circle, you're safe. But as soon as it's done, you're going to want to run back into the boss. Run back so you're right next to him, or as close as you can get. Now, if you're too far away when he does that pushback move, you're going to get hit into the wall, paralyzed, and he'll kill you. So make sure as soon as the blue attack is over, you go back into the boss. After that, he'll launch an attack called Forward Launcher. Just dodge it if you see it. Now, the next phase right after this is called the Knuckle or the Crunch. Now, this one's kind of tricky also, guys. So what you want to do is go right next to the boss when you see the yellow arrows once again. So once you see those yellow arrows, try to run in and be right next to the boss. He's going to push you back, and there'll be a notification at the top of the screen which says right knuckle, left knuckle, back crunch, forward crunch. And depending on what it says, that's the side of the screen you move to. So here it says right knuckle. You're going to want to be on the right side of the screen. I'm already on the right side of the screen, so I don't have to move. If I wasn't on the right side of the screen, I'd have to get to the right side of the screen. So keep that in mind, guys. You're going to have to move. You're going to have to be situationally aware. If it says left knuckle, you go to the left side of the screen. If it says front knuckle, you go to the top of the screen. If it says back knuckle, you go to the bottom of the screen. It will take some getting used to. You're going to have to pay attention, but with practice, you should be able to do it very smoothly. And if we let it roll right there, he'll launch some circle attacks right after that. Just avoid them, very easy. From there, it just repeats phase part 1 again. The red circles will come out. Just dodge in a circle like you see me doing there if you can. Throw in some NAD, and now comes the circular crunch. Get out. Wait for the blue to go away. Go back in. Dodge the forward launcher. And resume DPS. Get ready for the knuckle. Go close to the boss. You get pushed out. It says right knuckle, be on the right side, and you're fine. So that's phase 1 in a nutshell. He's got 4 different abilities. Just practice it, guys. You'll get it down. Once you get out of phase 1, we go on to phase 2. And phase 2, he'll start off with some red triangles. Just keep dodging towards the shortest dark red one. You just kind of have to react in this phase, but that's a general tip. Follow the shortest red triangle and you should be okay. There you see me doing it right there. Okay, after that, another circular crunch. Once you see these red circles start forming, get to the edge of the area, like right where you see me standing. Where you see me standing is a good spot. And he'll launch his blue attack. As soon as the blue attack is over, go back in towards the boss. Keep an eye on the crush. He's going to launch a knuckle or a crush right away. Right after the circular crunch, he immediately goes into a knuckle or a crunch. So these 2 moves happen like pretty much back to back. So you're going to have to be situationally aware once again. Okay, so and then he just repeats from here. There's only 3 different moves he has in this phase, but they're kind of tricky. So here we go, guys. Circular crunch is coming. After the triangles, just dodge the triangles. If you get hit in the triangles, it's all right. You won't die probably. Okay, so you see the circles, get to the edge. Now go back in right now, and you see the right knuckle, get to the right of the screen. It will take practice, guys. You have to react quickly, but with practice, like I said, you'll be able to do all this stuff no problem. Just remember that steps 2 and 3 happen back to back. Here we go, the triangles. Once again, circular crunch is coming. Get away from the boss. Watch for the blue. As soon as the blue is over, run towards the boss and look at where the knuckle is going. Left knuckle. So as you're running into the boss again, you got to pay attention to the knuckle. All right, so that gets us out of phase 2. We're now in phase 3. Phase 3 has 4 distinct moves, starting with the red circles. The red circles are pretty much the same as part 1. Just dodge in a circle at medium distance. So just go around. You see me going around playing Ring Around the Rosie. Sometimes it gets messed up, guys, so be prepared to adjust as necessary. All right, after the red circles, we have the red triangles. Stay in the slowest moving red triangle. I think I mess it up here. And that's all right if you mess it up. You can probably take a few hits. But in general, stay in the slowest moving red triangle. I mean, I still mess it up, guys. So Confusing Shout is the next move. When you see Confusing Shout, move as close to the boss as possible. Like, be on top of him. As soon as you see the yellow start coming out, be on top of the boss. He's going to push you back, and you'll have to prepare for another knuckle. So as soon as he pushes you back, look for the knuckle notification right there and go to that side. Now, the tricky part of this is that your controls are reversed. So it makes it a lot harder until you get the hang of it. So if you have to get to the right side of the screen, like I do here, you'll have to swipe left. And he does 2 of these moves back to back. So he'll do 1 knuckle, and then immediately afterwards he'll do another knuckle. So you have to get ready to move twice, guys, twice. So, and the controls are reversed. So remember that as well. So for this part, it says left knuckle. I'll have to swipe to the right of the screen to get back where I gotta be. So let it roll. Left knuckle. Okay, there we go. And that's it for phase 3, guys. it just repeats from there. The red circles come back, and then it's red triangles after this. Stay in the slowest moving red triangle if you can. We'll watch it here. Okay, that one's fine. That one's moving slow, and then you just move out of it. It should take one flash step to dodge that. Okay, after the triangles, we have the confusion shout. So run next to the boss. Right there, next to the boss. He'll kick you out, and it'll say what side he's going to attack. Left knuckle, I'm on the left already. And then right knuckle, so move to the right. And there we go, guys. Just rinse and repeat. It will take practice. Trust me, I died a lot learning this fight, but over time I got it. So, I mean, if I can figure it out, you guys can definitely figure it out too. I mean, I barely know my rights from left. So that's all the tips I have, guys. The main tip I have is don't get discouraged, don't get frustrated. And if you're having problems, stick with the medium mode until you feel comfortable, because the medium mode, it basically has the same mechanics, except it's a little bit slower and easier. There's more room for error. And once you have medium mode down where you don't die, then go to the hard mode. But I guess that's all I have, guys. I hope I explained it well. I did my best. Yeah, have fun with it. Just don't get frustrated. You know, you can still farm medium, like I said at the beginning of the video, if the ultimate's too much of a headache for you. But I recommend you do try it at least once or twice. So thanks for watching, everyone. Let me know what you think, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.